I think this is the wrong house, actually. Is it snowing? It's the first snow captured in 4K on GoPro.
You can see a little gray head popping up. Yeah, he's so cute. Oh.
Good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Today is Friday. It is 11:30 a.m.
Good morning.
So we're off to go set up a project for tomorrow. We have some yard signs to pick up from our previous project, and we have to go visit a customer because we did their roof about 15-20 years ago, and they have had a leak that popped up in the last few days. So we're gonna go check that out, go make sure they're taken care of. We're gonna head down to the trailer, pick up a few things, go to grab our ladder, some things to seal in that roof, and possibly fix it the day of. So, assuming we can find it. Miss Henna's here with us today, and I think that's pretty much it. Let's go down to the trailer. All right, we gotta grab the short ladder. These were some shingles that we used for our chalk line testing. It's not a very nice day today. It's kind of, well, I mean, the rain, it wasn't raining 10 minutes ago, and now all of a sudden it is a light kind of misty rain. Thankfully, it's a fairly low slope roof, so we should be able to still go up there. Okay, so we got our tool belts, and then we're gonna need some charcoal shingles. Bring a tube of black silicone as well. Well, Miss Henna?
Yes, Mr. Ross.
Are you ready to get on the road?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to this first job. Mr. Q the time lapse. Cue the time lapse. Oh, we're just about to pull up on the job site. This is actually where I bought my first ever car. Was this dealership here? Bechtel Motors. Got it super cheap at the time. It was a certified car. It was like $2 grand, a little over $2 grand. And that thing lasted me like 4 years. Definitely got my money's worth. Okay, so this is it. Oh wait, no, it's this one. Yeah, she does have some skylights. I think this is the wrong house, actually.
I don't know what the number is.
No, it's over there, my bad.
1340.
That's the wrong house.
I'm very glad you didn't just...
They all look identical. They're all the same size, shape, everything.
The number is what's important here. Right?
Okay, now we're at the bar. So this is, yeah, still not a charcoal. Looks like a Peter Gray. So we're gonna give a knock, probably set the drone up. We'll go give a knock, say hi to the customer, and then put their ladders up and see what we can find. Okay, well, we just finished talking with the customer there. I was under the impression that we installed this roof. That's actually not the case. The roof was done, she doesn't know for sure, but at least 15 to 20 years ago, which is, you know, the average lifespan of an architectural around 20 years, 20 to, on the rare case, 30 years. The install as a whole looks okay, but we're gonna see what we find when we get up there. It's towards the back side of the house, so we're gonna set this ladder up and see what we find. Okay, so we actually don't have an option to tie this ladder off. So I'm just gonna leave that here. Okay, so one of the first things I always look at is my shingle placement. So it looks like they have their nice shingles nicely staggered. So that's good. She had some spare shingle in the house, so I had to look at what brand they were, and I have never heard of them in my entire life. And see these shingles, they don't have really any stick left to them. That one's got a little bit, that one doesn't. So right now we're just looking for nails in the keyways of our shingles, and so far I'm not finding anything, so that's good. But yeah, these really don't have much stick in them. Not much stick at all. Okay, so here are some of our vents. These are some pretty big box vents. Okay, so the next thing I look at are our flashing work and our vents. So you can see a lot of these, they were probably sealed. They were sealed at one point, but the silicone has worn out. And so we have some nails here, like this one it was either underdriven or has just worked its way back up, what we call a nail pop. Yeah, so these were definitely sealed properly at one point, but over the last 20 years that sealant is worn out and no longer is covering that nail. You can see how rusty these have gotten over the years. So we got a little skylight here. So this is what I would think would be a bathroom vent that someone threw in. Really not the correct style of vent. And the bathroom is right there, so I'm assuming that connects to the bathroom. Check our keyway placement. Check our nails and the keyways. Oh, that looks good. So these guys knew what they were doing. No nails in the keyways. So again, all of our sealant on these is worn out. But overall, this was done pretty well. So my guess would be that it's coming in around one of these vents. That would be my guess. Because this is something that just started popping up for this customer, I would imagine it's just probably one of these nails on the vents that just ended up wearing out, and now it's just worn out to the point where it's starting to let in water. So see some decent wear on that cap shingle there. These could be sealed up a little bit better. So it's really in this vicinity. There's no obvious signs with our shingle installation. So my assumption is just going to be with the vents, because it's lasted what, 15 to 20 years without a single leak, and then all of a sudden something just popped up for them. So I'm going to assume it's related to the vent nails not being sealed, and then as well as these final capping pieces not being sealed as well. So skylight looks like it's all installed correctly. Check out our step flashings. Looks like the flashings here are all installed correctly. Okay, so this can be an issue here. So I personally never like to have my shingles cut around my final flashing. Some people like to do it to cover that last flashing. But what you have is you have water that'll run down here and it can jam up. And in this case, if you look back here, we just have a pretty decent sized opening that's behind the siding. So, you know, any kind of blowing rain is going to go right in there. And any kind of rain that gets jammed up in here, if there's any nails that are underneath the shingle, it can start to come in those nails as well. So I'm gonna go share some of these photos. We'll bring up a tube of sealant, and I might, while I'm here, just blow off the gutter guards and things like that as well. Okay, so we're gonna go update the customer, show her some of the pictures. We'll see if we can seal up a few of these areas and see if that stops the initial leak. All right guys, we just finished up talking with the customer. We're gonna go over the biggest key takeaways I can find that are obvious signs of any kind of leak happening are those nails that are not sealed in. So we've quite a bit of rust on some of those. The other somewhat concerning thing for me is that bathroom vent. Any kind of moisture coming up from the bathroom. You know, if they didn't use a proper bathroom vent with a collar, then that insulated flex pipe that comes from the interior fan isn't going to be properly hooked up to anything. So that's another somewhat concerning thing. Is it snowing?
Yeah.
It's snowing?
Yeah.
It's the first snow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's the first snow captured in 4K on GoPro.
It was snowing
on the
when we
SDR
first got
channel.
here.
I didn't even see that. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Everything else looks fine. All of the shingles that are up there, they look well installed. The guys knew what they were doing. Everything for the most part looks good. That's the biggest thing I can see right off the bat is just those exposed nails. So we'll go get those taken care of. We're gonna go clean out one of the troughs for her, because she does have gutter guard in there, but there is considerable amount of pine needles that have built up over the years. So we're gonna go clean those out for her. That should be pretty easy with the leaf guard in there. And it's cleaning my ear ball. What, are you coming up?
I thought I was going to, but it's freaking freezing out here and I'm regretting not wearing a third sweater.
A third sweater, she says. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is just pop these old nails out. Man, this thing is fantastic compared to my old cat's paw. If you guys don't have a roof snake yet, man, you all gotta get one. This thing is great. My goodness, this just, man, you know how long it would take me to pull out those nails with a typical cat's paw? It'd take ages and ages compared to that. Try and clear off some of this old silicone. But yeah, everything else, apart from that kind of shoddy roof, you know, bathroom vent, everything else looks good. So what I'm gonna lift this up, and we're gonna seal all of these old holes. That's gonna seal around the nail that we're putting in. And we're gonna pop some new nails into place. And then we're gonna reseal all of these up. So that is 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 done. So we have 8 vents total. I'll have to stick right to that vent plastic and right to the nail itself. Okay, so that completes our 4 bottom vents. I really don't like when shingles are cut this way. This is the way I was originally taught to cut your, you call it a whale tail, that's from the Tar Master. You can call it whatever you want, but this first cap that you start running on your ridge when you have 2 hips that meet, I never liked cutting the front of the shingle. I never thought it was a really good solution. But anyways, you can see that was never sealed, so that could be another area where that water could be coming in. In this case, because I don't want to do more damage to the shingle, I think I'm just gonna silicone over top of what's here. Seal all of that. And then we have the same situation with the whale tails up here. So shout out to our master. He's the man that taught me that one. Okay, so 4 more vents up here. Alright, we're almost starting silicone. We'll see if we got enough for this. No, we're out. Well, it's starting to rain a little bit harder now. Alright, 1 more vent. So I guess while I'm up here, how have you guys been? You know, if you guys run your own business, are you guys busy this time of year? Are you know, coming up on your end of your season? Or we're pretty close. We got a couple more re-roofs to do. We have 1 new construction project that starts not next week, but the week after. And then it's kind of just catching up on gutter cleaning and that kind of thing. We have a small project we're doing tomorrow, which you guys will see in a future video. But yeah, I love hearing, you know, where you guys work. I imagine a lot of the people that watch my videos are either in the trades or have a roofing business of some kind. So let me know where you're from and if you guys are still working. Okay, so that's the last of our vents. And then we have this plumbing stack here, which I also wanted to look at. Okay, so that covers all our accessories. I did tell her as well, I was just gonna clean these out for her, give all these troughs a little bit of a wipe down, and she has always nice trough guards in here, thankfully. So makes the job pretty easy. Even easier if you have a blower, which we do, we just didn't bring it. These have been here for quite a while. So those are starting to really block up some of that guard. But you can see when we have gutter guard how much time it cuts down on cleaning your east trough. You don't have to dig, and it doesn't build up nearly as much. And you can just basically, if you have a leaf blower, you can just blow them off nice and clean, and it saves a lot of time on labor for you. So, you know, you have an initial investment up front, but anytime you go to clean your east troughs or hire someone to do it, it's going to be quite a bit cheaper for you. These ones are okay. It's really just where all these pine needles are that they're really blocking things up. Sucker gets rid of most of the buildup there. We do have a couple nails here I think I'm gonna seal up for. All right, guys, well, we've got all our accessories resealed. I touched up a few areas around our step ball flashings. Quickly swept out the gutters for, so those are all no longer clogged up, and hopefully that takes care of everything. Again, I can't see anything that really stands out as far as installation error or something wrong with the accessories, apart from those worn out exposed, you know, nails that are on the vents. So apart from that, I can't think of anything else that would cause a leak like that. But if it continues, we'll come back, we'll test it with the garden hose and go from there. But for now, we are on to our next project. Okay, let's go say goodbye to the customer. Miss Henna's crocheting away. Well, that is our first project done. Now we got to go and pick up our yard signs. Looks like we're gonna have to pick up some petrol along the way as well. What do you think, Miss Henna? Petrol in the Hemi? Oh boy, it's a daily occurrence. All right, well, before we go anywhere, we're gonna give a big shout out to Get Clipbot. I think that's a real name, real person. I don't know. He said love the vids, and he donated $2. So that's super cool, man. We really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. That was on our latest red versus blue chalk video. I mean, that short absolutely blew up. I had no idea that that was gonna get so much attention. And it's sitting at 2.8 million views. So that's absolutely insane. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers. We're at 2,500 subscribers. Like, that's insane. We were at 1,000 like yesterday. So all of the people that have subscribed, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more videos with me, John, and Henna. So hopefully we can bring you guys some entertainment. That's really the goal of this channel. Despite all the controversy of the red and blue chalk, man, some people are just really mean.
Yeah.
They're like, you're a bad boss, you treat your employees like garbage, and all of this. Like, a lot of people, they don't see the day and day of our work dynamic and how we actually treat and talk to each other, and they don't know how John actually acts outside of this video. So a lot of people are super judgmental. They don't actually work with us, and they don't know how we are in everyday work at the job. I think a lot of these people also haven't worked in an actual trade.
Maybe.
Because, like, our dynamic is very tame and calm and kind to each other compared to a lot of construction companies, especially the ones that I work for.
Oh, yeah.
So anyways, thank you guys for watching that short. Any of you who have come from that video,
Join us.
pretty wild. So we actually ended up getting monetized, that's been like a goal of mine since I was a little kid and I did YouTube, you know, to be monetized with like this holy grail of YouTube. So to have that actually happen is really cool. So thank you guys to everybody that watches, really appreciate it. And maybe we'll make a long form video of different style of chalks. And because I've seen red chalk stains on roofs before that are old, and I know people in the comments that said, yeah, I've had chalk stains from that like 10 years ago. So some chalk is stainable, some isn't.
It depends on what you're buying.
Nevertheless, you know,
our stuff was permanent.
either way. Okay, so we're gonna go head over to our next job. It's roughly a 20-minute drive. So with that being said,
Cue time lapse.
cue the time lapse version 2. This Hemi is out of fuel again. You want to show them?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, show the squirrel.
Show the peeps. You guys see that little squirrel? I don't even know if you can. He is hiding next to the rock. You can see a little gray head popping up. Yeah, he's so cute. Oh, he's so fat. Yeah, I love him. I shall name him Perman. There you go, babe.
Well, just pulling up for our daily field trip in the Hemi. Pulling up to Mr. Convoy's Supply.
Boing.
Go say hi to the guys, pick up our material. All right. Oh yeah?
Need more?
Hopefully not. Thank you. You too, take care. Well, this is the job we'll be on tomorrow. So you guys will see that probably in the video after this one. So we have to find a spot where we're gonna be keeping material. So we're doing this triangle here. That's gonna be our main priority. So I picked up 12 bundles, that should be enough. So Hannah had the great idea of just putting our material on the flat roof. So I like that idea. I think we're just gonna do that. It saves me carrying it up tomorrow. Material will already be up there, and it saves room in the parking lot for this business. So what the heck? How did you get up here? Nice and simple.
It's cold up here, let's go.
She's like, come on, chop
It's
chop.
cold.
Sound like all the people in the YouTube comments. Stop wasting time having fun. No fun on the job site. Bundle number 7. Good job, hon. Bundle number 8. No, bundle number 9. But yeah, you can do all, you know, first thing in the morning, climb up with pitch hoppers, start on the dormer, tear everything down, set, you know, plywood, tarp, everything here. Okay, and then yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Well, we're gonna go home and load up the plywood and everything else that we need for tomorrow morning. And then yeah, that'll be pretty much it for today. We'll see you guys in the morning when we start this project, I guess in the next video. So I gotta pop this ladder off, and then I'm gonna take these 2 long planks. Yeah, they sit pretty far out of the truck. These will have to be on the plywood. All right, and now I'll just throw these long planks on.
Here to help.
Okay, that just sits like so. So we got all our planks, got all our plywood for tomorrow, and then tomorrow morning we'll just pick up the trailer. I got this weird lisp thing going on again.
Yeah, I know. I came back the other day.
So you guys will hear me talking a little bit funny in the next video or 2. We'll see, hopefully it goes away soon. But yeah, apart from that, that is the end of today's video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow is Saturday. We'll be tackling the job that we set up today. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Hope you enjoy. Like the video if you did. And we will see you in the next one.